Morning. Oh, hope y'all are doing good. I'm just dog sitting for some friends right now. That's why I have this dog with me. So they're gone to the UK and just spending a couple of weeks at their house, taking care of my buddy Samson here. Hey, Samson. Oh, I'm excited though. I don't do these vlogs often, and something that I'd like to change, starting with this vlog. Just feel like it's not always an easy thing to do when I don't have anything that interesting to talk about, but I guess this time around I've got some interesting stuff going on, so let me just pause this for a minute. Okay, so I just had to bring Samson in. He's on the back deck now. Excuse me. Yeah, so that's, oh boy, man, got lots of stuff going on right now. Um, Still haven't quite got settled in. Got my guitars here, my Mac over here, and stuff is still lying around. Gotta unpack my bags a little better. Oh, yeah, it's beautiful out here, man. Yeah. So, man, I'm excited. Uh, as for the Monsters Who Sleep side of things, um, me and Todd, my homie Todd, he's gonna be playing guitar for me. We have a couple of upcoming gigs. One this month at the end of May, the 26th of May. So if you want to come out and see us play some songs, some original songs that I wrote, and a cover. Um, Gus's Pub, May 26th. The show starts at 6:30 p.m. and then again on June 30th, same time, Gus's Pub, 6:30, same place. So yeah, excited for that. This will be the first gig that I've had with Monsters Who Sleep since I had my bandmate Alex in with me. He was uh, he was a student of my parents' music school, so he was taking guitar lessons with my parents, and he moved out of the province, so he was unable to continue with Monsters Who Sleep, and bringing Todd on was cool. You know, um, me and Todd started a metal project together, um, called Seaward Bound, and then it turned into him learning some of the Monsters Who Sleep songs with me, and I saw the event on Facebook for a local show. They were looking for musicians, or I suppose bands, to play. Oh, that's good lighting right there. That's nice. So yeah, they were looking for bands to play, and I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna jump on the opportunity, and yeah, it's exciting. This is the first show. Like I said, I think it's been 5 years, man, 5 or more years since I've played a show at all. But even more so with Monsters Who Sleep, because this is something that I've wanted to do for since I started the project. So I just haven't done it. I feel like having Todd with me is gonna, or not going to, but it inspired me to want to do some gigs, which is great. Feels awesome to get out in front of people again. And once we get the show under our belt, I feel like that's gonna create even more desire to do shows and stuff and take this further as like a live project as well as an online project, which is what I've done for the past 5 years since 2020, which is, COVID happened and all of that stuff. So it put quite the damper on things. But yeah, anyway, we've got a gig. I've got new music out on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, Amazon. So if you want to hear my new stuff, it's I like to think of every album that I release as like an era of Monsters Who Sleep. So I had all of my albums have a different vibe to them, and as my music production skills get better too, each album has its own sound. So I like to think of every album that I have as an era of Monsters Who Sleep. Yeah, it's cool, man. The first 3 albums I wrote and recorded those and put them on Spotify in less than a year total. First 3 albums were like that, and the short piano EP that I put out as well. So like 3.5 albums were done and on Spotify in less than a year within that time frame. And then as I got better, it kind of slowed down because the quality got better and stuff like that. But man, I am stoked, man. I've brought my acoustic guitar. You can see the case there. And Todd's gonna come up one of these days while I'm dog sitting, and we're gonna practice. I brought my MacBook, and I'm gonna be able to record and stuff with it. It's not a great MacBook. It'll be enough to record like simple guitar tracks, but I did bring my guitar and a little mobile recording rig. Oh yeah. But yeah, the new music, in my opinion, it's the best work that I've been able to do to date. I feel like I've kind of carved out my own sound. I kind of have my own sound now with the stuff that I've written for this album, and starting with my album Happy Songs for Happy People, and then The Bitter Truth Tastes Better Than a Sweet Lie. Those 2 albums, those were kind of those 2 albums, I feel like I was refining my style with those. And then this next one coming out, which I won't give away the name right away. So the next one, never lose your train of thought. So the next one is like, it's like both of those albums, but on steroids. In terms of quality of the actual performances and the production. I stepped up my game quite a bit, but also just I've refined my message into something that's so much more precise, and I feel like it's just a lot more clear, and yeah, it's a little bit more fun too, I think, because my other albums before this, they're all kind of serious, you know. Uh, I mean, some of them have like a tongue-in-cheek kind of vibe, but um, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna give away the name of the album yet, but if you listen to my new song "Daddy Issues" that just came out, it's a single. If you look it up on YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, even YouTube Music. Also, if you go to Monsters Who Sleep dash topic on YouTube, just search that in the search bar. Monsters Who Sleep dash topic. There's a YouTube channel dedicated only to releasing my music straight from my distributor, and it's not a channel that's monitored by me, so it's just it's a channel that only uploads music straight from my distributor, which is the company that puts my stuff on Spotify as well. So that company uploads it straight to YouTube through that channel, Monsters Who Sleep dash topic. I would say that's the easiest way to listen to my stuff if you're looking for a quick and easy method. But yeah, so yeah, Daddy Issues, look it up, Monsters Who Sleep dash topic. I put out 2 other singles earlier this year as well. First one is called Different Missions, and the other one is called Imminent. So yeah, go check those out for sure. I think you'll like those if you like my other albums, my other songs, because those are, in my opinion, those are like the evolution of how my sound has developed. And I'm talking a lot, but yeah, I'm just glad that I'm out here. I'm dog sitting for my friends, my family friends, and yeah, I'm gonna go into town today, and I've got a financial course that I'm taking, so I'm gonna do that later on tonight. And oh man, yeah, woke up at 5:30 today, ready to take on the day. I've got a bunch of food in the freezer, and yeah, I'm excited, man. I feel like I'm living the dream that I had for Monsters Who Sleep from the start. Not to make this video too long, because I don't like to I don't like to make them too long, but you know, when I started this band, Monsters Who Sleep, I guess it's not a band, but it's a project. My inspiration for it was a band called This Wildlife, and it's cool too because my my homie Todd here, he likes This Wildlife as well. But they started as an acoustic duo, which is what Monsters Who Sleep started as well too, and they were what inspired me to get this project on the go, and they helped form what I wanted it to be. And so I feel like I am at the moment. I feel like I'm uh, more than ever now. I feel like I'm on track with how I saw this project. It's kind of in alignment with how I wanted it to go in the first place, and I think it's making it easier for me to do stuff that I wanted to do this whole time because there was a long period of time where I felt so bad. I kind of felt guilty for not doing live performances just on my own. And I feel like part of that is pretty psychological. Like part of it has to do with just my way of thinking about it, but at the same time, um, now that Todd's with me and we're learning some of the materials together, I feel like that's I feel like that inspired me um, to do something with it. So yeah, I know Todd's. There's a high chance he's gonna watch this. So Todd, if you're watching, my dude, I am looking forward to this show coming up in May and then June. We've also, yeah, he's a cool dude. Love you, Todd. Can't wait to see the metal show in June. It's another thing. We're going to a metal show. Don't know if you know the band Born of Osiris, but they're coming to our city, which is kind of rare for like decent metal bands to come to this city. Uh, yeah, won't say anything about that, but yeah. So this is a little bit of an update, and man, I kind of want to end this video with like a message of encouragement to anyone who wants to go for it, man. Like, dude, if you have a dream, you want to start a music project, you want to start a band, like, the only risk is in not doing it. You know, if you're in your 20s or 30s or later, I'm not judging people on their age or younger too. Like if you're a teenager, man, even if you're like 10 years old, dude, like you could spend your entire life doing things that don't have anything to do with your dreams or man, you could waste so much time just doing stuff because it's what's expected of you or because it's, necessary for you to live and stuff like that. And there's nothing wrong with, paying the bills, getting a job and stuff like that. But at some point you have to consider, do I want to spend the only life that I've got doing stuff that just to survive, just to continue living? Like, there's a quote in Dead Poets Society. I don't know if anyone knows that movie. A little bit of an old one with Robin Williams. And one of the famous quotes in that movie is, I'm not going to say it word by word, so I'm paraphrasing because I don't know the exact quote from the movie, but Robin Williams, his character says to his students, he says, doctors, lawyers, engineers, those are all people that we need in society to survive. but music, poetry, art, those are the things that make this life worth living in the first place. So I'm going to end it here and say bye to Samson. And I'll get a better shot of him. Lazy dog. No, he's a good boy. But yeah, I'll just leave you with that. And if you have any doubts, man, just think of what you want to say on your deathbed. Think of what you want to have experienced on your deathbed. Yeah, all right. Hope y'all have a great week. It's Tuesday right now, so I've got about 14 days, 15 days out here, and oh man, yeah, it's gonna be crazy. This will be the longest I've been away from home, I think, by myself ever. So yeah, cool, man. Gonna have a good time out here. Gonna get some food in me in a second, and yeah, I hope you all have a great week. Have a great day, wherever you are. Please leave a comment on this video if you have any questions, or man, if you like this video, please leave a comment. Give me a like, a thumbs up down below, and share this with your family and friends. Helps to make my videos more popular, which in turn, helps me grow Monsters Who Sleep as a band and stuff. If you want to support the channel, if you want to support me, the least you can do is watching my content, liking it, subscribing, and stuff like that. But if you want to take it a step further, I would appreciate the share so much. And yeah, if you want to come out to the show on May 26th, once again, Gus's Pub in Halifax, 6:30 p.m. Did I say? Yeah, so May 26th, 6:30 p.m. and June 30th, 6:30 p.m. Gus's Pub, and we'll be somewhere at the middle of the set. But yeah, it would be great to see some people there. Have a great day and take care.